How can you reduce the risk of liability? First, have written policies, such as promote food and non alcoholic drinks, promote safe rides, implement a no drinking on duty policy, have responsible promotions, provide training for staff, maintain adequate staffing, hire qualified employees, support employees' decisions. Most people, when they're out and about, are out to enjoy themselves, and they want to be in establishments that offers a comfortable environment, and it's your job to help create that environment. If you have guests that are causing trouble, it's time for them to go. If they're showing signs of intoxication, do your best to get them a safe means to get home. Call them a taxi, a share ride, or try to get a friend or family member to take them home. In the hospitality business, alcohol is prevalent, and drinkers can react in negative ways. Don't let the actions of others cost you in any way. When you're serving alcohol, you can become what seems like the leader of a daycare for adults. Be proactive and stop any disturbances from happening and not allow minors to consume alcohol. The reality is this: things happen, and when they do, you need to document what happened in the logbook to protect yourself as well as the establishment. This is an example of a logbook. First off, by law, you do not have to keep one. It's just a very valuable tool that can be used in the defense of a liability lawsuit. For a logbook to be effective, it's got to be a book that you cannot add or remove pages from. For it to be effective, it must be written in every single day. We suggest that you write in it at shift change. Let's say you got the day shift. You cut Charlie off at 3 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock. The other bartender's on. Well, here comes Charlie, because your regulars will know your schedule better than you know. And the following bartender can look and read the logbook and say, sorry, Charlie, come see us tomorrow. The documentation has got to be done daily. If you're closed, note that. You also have to show when the day ended. It's just that documentation is a very valuable tool to defend yourself in the event of any legal action. What to write down? Well, you want to describe in detail every incident in which you refuse to serve someone alcohol. This is a good way to communicate to others who come on shift after you to be aware of persons who might have been cut off earlier and who might be waiting for you to get off shift before returning to your establishment. Write down the person's name if possible, or at least their description, as well as any witnesses. Write down what the person had to drink. Also, describe any kind of disturbances in detail. If minors attempt to drink at or enter a restricted establishment or an area of an establishment restricted to persons 21 years of age or older, note that as well. In an eventual lawsuit, a well-kept logbook can be the best witness for your defense. Say a person comes in your bar, leaves sober, gets drunk in another bar, and then eventually kills someone. The deceased person's family sues you and the other bar. And the other bar claims you overserved him. Well, if you have a well-kept logbook that logs every patron who appears to be intoxicated and what you did to prevent them from becoming intoxicated, you can use that logbook in your defense. And because the log entries would have been made well before you would have any reason to lie, the logbook can be powerful evidence for your defense.